Hello all, hope your season is going well. I was finally able to unlock shock mines and do a bit of pushing again and get to rank 24. So I'll go ahead and collect this. It was tough to collect for the shock mines because it did take 42 keys. And when I was collecting in the morning, I was 1 key short. So I had to wait another 8 hours before I could collect it and then use it to play a bit more. But luckily, with its help, I was able to get the rank 24 chest. In terms of the tech upgrades, I maxed out the shock mines as would be expected, and I also took my troop health to tick 4. I will probably see what I'll do next, but to do the hits today, I also utilized maxed riflemen to act as a bit of a shield for seekers. In terms of the log, not looking too bad. Last one in the log, I lost on percentage, and that was more my mismanagement of the hit rather than anything else. But that happens whenever you're trying to play with seekers, I'm guessing. So I'll try to show my replays. There we go. So kind of like a spread 4 ER base with the shock mines. And in this one, I'm experimenting with a split seeker hit. And I'm going to use artillery to knock out the shock mines and hoping those equal splits take down the 2 sets of ERs on both sides. I did use final artillery to help speed it up, but luckily my seekers got through and I was able to take down all the 4 ERs. Otherwise I would have lost out on time because the player did manage to clear my base. Next one, I left 1 ER. This was a player with the DBD, if I remember correctly. And I tried to see if I could just use all seekers for that one. I very nearly got it, but in the end it just wasn't sufficient for the final bit. But it was enough to get the win because the opponent only got 2 years on me. This one was a boom mine player. And I used a boat of rifles to act as a bit of distraction as well. And then the rest is just brick and seekers. I was slightly mismanaged over there with the brick getting taken down by the boom mines. But luckily I had enough seekers remaining that they were able to take down the final ER. Another battle on percentage, as we are seeing quite a lot. Again, a shock mine base. A bit of poor management from my side, I think, again on this one. But I used 2 boat of riflemen and the remaining boat of seekers for this. I tried to flare the final ER to see if brick and my rifles could clear out the mines, but they had pretty much all died by that time. It was good machine gun placement by the opponent. But luckily enough, he also left 1 ER, so I was able to get that win on percentage. Then against Gabriel, a similar sort of a hit, but in addition to the shock mines, the player also had boom mines. So this was a good combination of base to try out. I wasn't able to move my brick up quick enough, and that cost me taking down all the ERs. But in the end, it was sufficient enough to get the win at least, so that I was able to keep my win streak going. The space I was able to full clear. I'm not too sure whether this player had the DBD or not, but yeah, I used a board of riflemen to again distract the defenses and then just focus on getting brick into position so that I could keep the iron will going. And this one I did have quite a lot of Seekers left, so I'm guessing he didn't have DBD. Otherwise, probably I would have lost quite a few Seekers by now. This one was against a player who had bombers. So I won the battle based upon the time. But it was good that I was able to clear out this full base. Otherwise, I would have lost because he definitely cleared out my base and he got quite a good time of 255 remaining. So bombers are in play as lots of top players are using them right now. So something for you folks to also consider, especially if you're finding that bases are getting harder to clear down and you're fizzling a lot. Then gain a spread base with boom mines. And in this one, I'm using a similar approach. I'm going to use 2 worth of rifles to do a bit of mine clearing and distraction, and then keep them moving forward as much as I can in front of the Seekers, so that the shock launcher is either shocking them or they are taking care of the mines as well where possible. Again, I got a bit lucky on this one. I literally had 1 Seeker left who was on his last bit of health as well. Sometimes you just need that extra bit of luck. And then finally for my boss fight to 24, another player with the shock mines and the compact base. And I'm going to use a similar approach. And this one I was able to clear down all the ERs, which was good because it almost looked like the opponent would take down my ERs as well. It was good that I had a few artillery saved up because I was able to RT out the final shock mine, otherwise my Seekers would have just gotten stuck over there. In terms of the leaderboard, pretty much the top players have reached rank 25, which is fantastic because we are still going to be in the diamond tier, at least until Monday morning. But yeah, you're seeing a lot of all the pro Seeker players reaching up to rank 25 and the other folks trying to chase them. I'm not too sure whether I'll try to push for 25 straight away. I think I'll just wait because there's still some time until next week and my base doesn't really have too many defenses anyways. So in terms of what's next, I think there's a few options. Bombers look strong, especially if I start fizzling on bases. I think that's probably the go-to deck to unlock because we know as soon as bombers come on, the fizzle meta kind of goes away and it's back to being a base race. I'm going to hold out on spending my keys. I also want to see whether I would be able to utilize barrage or not on my Seeker hits. If not to take down defenses, at least to clear mines. So I'm just going to hold on unlocking bombers and wait and see how the deck goes and how the leaderboard is moving. Obviously, trying to go back for flamethrowers and DBD sounds good too, because if there's still a lot of Seeker players, then these 2 decks will help. Obviously, they are not of much help against the bomber players. So it's just one of those factors to consider. Or just keep on moving forward onto the path, save up for 5 years and then try to push ahead. So let's see how it goes. I do try to base it on what my opponents are having and what would be most beneficial for me to ensure that I can clear down the bases. Because if you can clear down the bases more consistently, I would say, not successfully, then at least you have a chance. And I do want to get away from the percentage damage wins if I can. And I'm hoping the barrage will help me achieve that. But lots of time left in the season, so no particular rush to decide right now. I did not even do too many battles today. I think I only did around 20 odd battles to do the chest collect and then do the final push to rank 24. So it might be a bit slow in the next few days, at least from my side. But hope this was useful. All the best for your push and catch you in the next video.